Hey y'all, and welcome to Tarot with BJ. I'm BJ, and welcome to my channel. So this channel was formerly called Cosmic Waters Tarot, but I have renamed it to be more personal to me. So yeah, here we are. So just a quick few notes. Not every reading will resonate with everyone. If a pile that you choose does not fit, maybe try another pile. If another pile doesn't fit, try another one. And if that doesn't work, then maybe there is not a message here for you. I would try another reading, or I would try another reader, because there's plenty of us out there and there's so many other good ones. But if your pile or piles resonate with you, I'd love to hear why in the comments, and tell me like about your story, like what's going on. I'd love to hear from you. So for this one, we're going to be looking at what's going on in this particular friendship that you are thinking about. So here are the piles, cards, I guess, really. And then here are the images. So pick one that best resonates with you, and I will see you at your pile. Hey, pile one, and welcome to your reading. So in this one, we're going to be looking at, like I said, what's going on in this friendship. So let's just go ahead and see. I probably will speed up some of this part so I can pick all the cards and then read them. But yeah, let's go ahead and see. So Spirit, what's going on in the friendship that pile one is wondering about? What's going on in this friendship that pile one is wondering about, Spirit? Okay, so first we have the Ten of Pentacles. And when this came out, I was thinking about travel for some reason. Like typically this is not a travel card, but it was just giving me like traveling possibly with a friend and their family. Or this could be like being really close to a friend, like family, something like that. Like you're close to the friend and their family. And it's giving like y'all could be doing Ten of Pentacles things together. And that could be the travel, y'all are taking a trip somewhere. Or this could be, I was also getting like, I don't know, maybe like a new restaurant, a new swanky restaurant opened in your town or whatever, and y'all are going there together. You're gonna dress up and just make a date night out of it, but with like a friend type of date night type of thing. Then with it clarified by this Three of Pentacles here, this is giving me like working together towards a goal. So it's like maybe y'all have a goal to do something together, accomplish something together, or like, I don't know, the travel thing just keeps coming back to me. So maybe it's that. And then the Ten of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles, add that up, it reduces to the Four of Pentacles. And that is being financially, the inept is coming to mind, but it's more like it could be y'all are saving for something. I don't know, maybe y'all are saving for a trip. Maybe y'all are saving up to do something. Maybe y'all are separately saving up. And this is like a goal to get to the Ten of Pentacles or something like that. Like this just gives like close relationship where we can share those big goals with each other and try to work on them side by side type of thing. Then we have the Sun and the Two of Cups. So the Sun, it's like one of the best cards that you can get, and with it being clarified by the Two of Cups, like this is like a, y'all are feeling so good like within this relationship. Like y'all got each other's backs. Like maybe y'all have known each other since childhood, or have known each other for a long time, or maybe it feels like y'all have known each other for a long time and y'all just like feel really at home with each other. It's giving like y'all support each other's inner child. Y'all, I don't know, it's like y'all bring that inner child out when y'all are together. And the Sun, when it's in like the spread, it shines a light on the whole spread. And it's like, but even so, like there really are no negative cards here. Like this is just really, it feels very pure. It feels very aligned, very I got you, you got me type of thing. I'm really not necessarily getting a love vibe from this, because like, maybe sometimes like a friend could have a crush, whatever, but like, nah, this is just giving me, it's just giving me, like I said, just like accord with each other, just really on the same page. And I don't know, I never really took too much notice to this, but this is the lion, Leo, the sun, Leo. It's just giving, again, it could be vacation, it could be y'all out in the sun together. Like I'm seeing people like sitting in the park, that also gives park. So it could be that, you know, just being on the same, y'all being on the same time also. But also it's like the sun, how does the sun interact with over here? It's like the sun kind of, I feel like the sun would shine through this indoor place that the people are in, you know. So it's giving me just it gives me indoor, outdoor. Also, like this is indoors too. So like again, travel or something. Y'all are indoors, y'all are outdoors. Like even no matter where y'all go, the sun is shining on y'all. That's what that gives me. Just having a great time together, really. This sounds like really good. Let's see. Then we have the Six of Cups and the Star. So the Six of Cups talks about the past. And I said that this could be a relationship where y'all known each other from childhood. I definitely getting that energy for some of y'all. With given that we've got the Six of Cups and the Sun, and they both depict children. Or like I said, it could be somebody that you felt like you've known since childhood. And it's like, the Star, how does the Star interact with the Six of Cups? It's giving me, I don't know, it's like you see how this person is giving the child something. It gives me the same thing. It's like, it feels like I don't know, intuition is being poured into this cup. You see like how the cup is being poured, and I'm picturing like the water coming into this cup. You know, it's like, it feels like this is the present, where it's like we're hopeful, we're in tune with the universe, we're in tune with the nature, with everything. We're in tune with the outside, we're in tune with the inside. I think this is like symbolic, well, not symbolic, this is literal and like what's the other word I'm looking for? I forget. Literal and metaphorical also. But yeah, just that, like that being poured into the cup. And it's like, how would intuition, excuse me, interact with this Six of Cups here? How would that interact with the past? Like maybe y'all are able to like find healing with each other for past events. Maybe this is like y'all getting insight into the past, like with y'all's friendship, you know, because I know with some of my friends, like we can bounce off of each other and make sense of stuff. It's like, oh shoot, I told him this or tell her this, and they tell me something. I'm like, oh shoot, I didn't even think about it like that. You know what I mean? So there's that. And then like we have this Two of Cups and the Six of Cups here. So if you add those up, we get the Eight of Cups, and that's going on a journey. So it's like y'all are going on a journey together. It's like y'all are, what I'm saying about finding new insights with each other, being able to come together and like shed light on things that maybe the other person in the relationship couldn't see on their own, type of thing. And that's how y'all going on this new journey together. And it's like, if you have this, what do I say? You have these two, and that's an 8. And then we have this 8 of Pentacles here. 2 8s, that's new knowledge. Y'all are shedding light on each other and like illuminating each other. You know, it's like the illumination is the sun and the stars. You know what I mean? Like this is just it really feels like a divinely connected relationship. And y'all get each other. Like there's a lot of duality in this spread. Like I said, indoor, outdoor, night and day. Like the stars, I know this is the star card is about, well, the star card is picturing the daytime, but usually you wouldn't see the stars like in the daytime. You see them at night. So that's where I'm getting that from. Day and night. indoor, outdoor, light, dark, all that type of stuff. Yin, yang, like y'all are the yin to each other's yang. Wow. Honestly, I said that there wasn't love energy that I was picking up, but I wouldn't be surprised if it did turn into that eventually for some of y'all. And then we have the World and the Eight of Pentacles. So the World, that talks about community and completion, all that type of stuff. And then with this, I don't know, it just feels like maybe y'all have had to do a lot of work to get to this place, like within your friendship. And it's like y'all have gotten to a place where y'all have mastered each other in a way, you know. It's like, I know this person, I know all of their little kinks and whatever, like, and we can just kind of come together despite that. So also, like, if you do more adding here, 10 of Pentacles and 8 of Pentacles, that gives you the 9 of Pentacles, and that is about wealth, prosperity, all of that. It just feels kind of like maybe some of y'all work together with this friend, like, for money, or y'all are wanting to go into business together, or I don't know, something of that sort. Or maybe this friend like helps you out, like monetarily, something like that. It just feels like with that, with these two, I said like the 9 of Pentacles, and then the 9 of Pentacles with the 3 of Pentacles, that's giving, you know, I get to this place of wealth, of this place of fulfillment, because I have worked together with this friend, and it causes like this completion. It causes this connection between us. The connection makes us stronger. That type of thing. Wow. Then we have dilettante. The light is delights in the arts without having to be a professional, alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuits. And then the shadow is pretension to much deeper knowledge than you actually possess. This is, like I was saying, like y'all doing things together. Maybe this is something that has to do with the arts. Maybe this is a concert. Maybe this is, I don't know, y'all going to a museum together and checking out the new what do you call it, exhibit, you know. Or maybe this is y'all going to like a paint and sip or something like that, you know, just something that y'all are doing together, working together. And then the compass. Some of y'all are traveling together. I really feel like that's like, it keeps coming up. If y'all haven't traveled together or are not traveling together, it feels like you will travel together, something of that sort. But also I was saying like y'all going on a journey together. This 2 of Cups and the 6 of Cups, 7 or 8 of Cups journey. This is like, we could go anywhere and we're gonna figure out our way. That's beautiful. And then we have life is a marathon. Don't burn yourself out in one sprint. Like this journey, I keep being drawn to the journey. It's like y'all have all the time in the world. That's what that feels like. It's like there's no rush for this journey, because the sun, the stars, it's like night, day, like I was saying, like we have time to do this. Like we have time together. I don't know if that's making sense, but we have, I don't know, that sun, that star combo is just giving me the full cycle, you know. And it's like we will go through these cycles together, you know. And it's like we don't need to burn ourselves out, like just going. It's like we can stop and rest. We don't have to always be like bouncing off of each other, like with all the insights and help and all of that. It can also be, we're just having fun, you know. We're going to some concert, we're going to some museum or whatever, you know. And then we have birth life. That's kind of giving me what I was saying, like some of y'all, like maybe y'all are gonna work together on something. This doesn't necessarily have to be, oh, like we're starting this official business and like we're business partners and blah blah blah. But this could be like maybe one of you is starting a business and the other is like, oh well shit, like I want to help too, you know, like I want to see you win. So like helping each other to birth life. in that way. Or this could be like, maybe you're trying to birth life in your life, in, I don't know, say like you're trying to find a new job, and the other's like, how can I help you to make this a reality? And that's how y'all are able to birth life together. Yeah. This is all I got for you, pile one. And on the back, we had victory, 6 of Wands. For this, it's like, I don't know, it just feels like victorious, kind of like a party or some type of shit like that when y'all are together. And on the back of the clarifier deck, we have strength. You know, we make each other stronger. So pile one, this is all I got for you. This is a beautiful reading. And if you watch to the very end, I really appreciate you. And I hope you have a good rest of the day. Bye. Hey, pile two, and welcome to your reading. So we're going to just get into it. So Spirit, what is going on in this friendship that pile two is inquiring about? What's going on in this friendship that pile two is inquiring about? What's going on? Okay. So we got the Knight of Pentacles. And when this came out, I was like, I heard somebody's got a new job. So this could be somebody getting a new position, one of the people in the friendship. But typically the Knight of Pentacles talks about somebody who's patient, somebody who can, stay the course, who can work hard and just continuously go after what they want. Also talks about, movement towards what you want. And this with Judgment, it's like, it just feels like somebody is getting an opportunity that has to do with the Knight of Pentacles. Could also be, it just feels like somebody is getting an opportunity, like with the Knight of Pentacles here. Feels like something that maybe that they've been called to do, something that they finally realize, oh, like this is something I need to do, blah, blah, blah. But then we have this 8 of Swords, and this is somebody who feels like boxed in. I'm not gonna lie, when this came out, I just kind of felt like maybe like somebody else is jealous of this, and they feel, I don't know, like threatened, I guess you can say, by this person's like achievement, this person's level up, that type of thing. But it's like, I don't know, it just feels like a hidden type of energy, because we've got the Knight of Wands. And when you have like a positive, well, I guess powerful too, King of Wands is pretty powerful, but when you have a positive card on top of a negative, it can help to flip it. So it could be somebody who feels like this, but it's like, okay, well, like my friend is getting this opportunity, I want to be happy for him or her or whatever. The King of Wands is a figure who's very, passionate, very outgoing. And I don't know, it just feels like, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of feels like somebody who is maybe like forcing themselves to be happy for somebody. Especially since we've got this 8 of Swords and this everything is fine next to it. This is like this deck's version of the 10 of what is it, Swords. Has this and the 10 of Swords. I need to like look into the guidebook and see what the difference is. Let's see. Extra cards. Yeah, it could be used to replace the 10 of Swords, it says, but like it's giving like everything is fine. Like I was saying, it's like somebody who is like forcing themselves to be happy for somebody. But 10 of Swords and 8 of Swords, that is 9 of Swords, somebody who is overthinking something, who is overthinking probably this opportunity that somebody is getting. Some like, it just feels like somebody is I don't know, I'm just hearing the opportunity of a lifetime for some people, but also others it's like maybe somebody has awakened to like something really exciting. It's like, oh shoot, like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, like this is what I'm supposed to do next, you know, like that type of thing. And it's like the other person in the pair could feel like kind of I'm hearing, I don't know if this even applies, something like that. I don't even know if that applies, but like that's what I'm hearing. Who feels a certain type of way because of this. Yeah, I'm just really feeling that pretty strongly. But also it's like that nine of swords that comes from adding these two up could also flip because of the positive cards that are on top of that. So it's like healing from that. Maybe this is like maybe this person who feels the jealousy or whatever is also being like called upon by God, by spirituality, whatever, to not feel this type of way, you know, to feel more, I don't know, I guess happy, I guess you could say, for this person, and kind of swallow like their own feelings in order to show their friend the love and the support that they deserve in going through this new time that they're in. But then we have this everything is fine with the Page of Cups. Like maybe this is, I don't know, this feels like the other friend, like the friend who's getting this opportunity. Like one, it could be them noticing that the person feels a type of way about this opportunity that the person is getting, and it feels like maybe they feel like it's up to them to offer them something, offer them like words of encouragement, like good news for them, like, oh, like you'll get it, you'll get something just like this, or you know, just trying to speak life into them, speak positivity into them, that type of thing. I don't know, it's like you have all these positive cards on top and then like all of these negative cards underneath, and like sometimes how I read that is like that's like the underlying energy, you know, the more negative cards on the bottom, but like having to project a certain image, if that makes sense. Then we have this Six of Swords and the Hierophant. Like I was saying, it kind of feels like maybe this person is being called upon by a higher power, something like that, to change their ways, because the Six of Swords talks about a transition, and it's like you're transitioning into spirituality. So it's like maybe there is something that the person is missing that they need to take a look at, like something about envy. What is that saying? I don't know what the saying is, but I don't know, thou shalt not like envy. I don't know if that's a commandment or what, but like there's something in the Bible about envy, and I'm not sure what it is, like verbatim, but something like that. And that's what that's giving me. Let's see. So could also cross the Eight of Swords and the Six of Swords, and that would give you the Five of Swords. And that's just like a fight. I don't know. It's like, why would the King of Wands be fighting the Hierophant? You know, maybe the King of Wands doesn't like what the Hierophant has to say. You know, maybe they're feeling, I don't know, I'm just hearing the word betrayed. Hearing that they feel betrayed. They feel just out of whack, you know, because of this thing. You know, it just feels like for a part of them doesn't want to awaken to whatever is being told to them spiritually, doesn't want to awaken to what is being told to them by this this friend who's gotten this opportunity, something of that sort. Stay in shallow waters. Sometimes superficial is enough. Like maybe one person just does not want to get too deep into something because they feel like these certain emotions and they don't want them to show. And so it's like staying in shallow waters, like with this situation, this person is like, it will, one, make the relationship last, I guess you can say. And two, it will not create more feelings, I guess, of discontent within the person who is feeling that. Then we have grace. It's like kind of what I'm saying. It's like maybe you need to give this other person, the person who's gotten this opportunity, some grace. Like that, let them be happy about this. Let them like do their thing. You know what I'm saying? Or it could be maybe the other person needs to give the friend who's feeling a type of way some grace, because maybe, I don't know, I'm hearing like maybe this person is like throwing it in their face. I don't feel that for the majority, but maybe there's some who've gotten this opportunity. It's like, well, they're like gloating, and maybe they know the other person isn't in the best of spaces right now, and they're kind of like throwing that in their face. So maybe it's the other person in some of the situations here where grace needs to be given. Then we have poet. The light attribute is expresses soul insights in symbolic language, and the shadow is turns a lyric gift to negative or destructive effect. So it's kind of like, it kind of keeps going off of what I was saying. Maybe there's some who are just I don't know, just feel this split. Some are using this to make the other feel bad, and then some are, just expressing their feelings about this, about how they're coming up essentially, and I guess it's just like the other person doesn't like it. Also, it's like the poet kind of, it tends to come out when you're expressing yourself in a way that feels really good to you. So that's what that's giving me. Like I was saying about like this awakening of something that, oh yeah, like maybe I am called to do this. Maybe this is the next step, that like that type of thing. And you're able to express that to other people, and maybe it kind of causes like discontent within the relationship, that type of thing. Then we have forest. I'm going to look at the guidebook for this because I'm not quite sure. It says, as you encounter an enchanted forest, you start to feel the need to find guidance. Accepting you don't know everything is a humbling part of your journey. Now search around you and rely on the wisdom of people who love you, especially your elders. Honor their words, even if you feel that you can make your own decisions. It is important you stay open for guidance. Listen to their advice. Any burden becomes less heavy when you can share it with someone. However, don't make the mistake of putting anyone on a pedestal. Remember, they are humans as well, and we are all simply learning. With time, you'll learn to be your own guide and follow your intuition, but that wisdom will come with time and patience. Now it's time to learn and trust. It just feels like having to lean on someone, and maybe, like I was saying, like not necessarily wanting to listen to what is being told. The out of balance is trying to do everything on your own, refusing to learn, being stubborn. Like I feel like there's a lesson here with the Judgment and the Hierophant trying to be taught to a person in the pair, but it's like they're not listening. And maybe it's like they can't, it's the message is not getting through like these means, and they need to go to, someone else like that's, I don't know, more, I guess, down to earth, if that makes sense, in order for them to like truly get it. It just feels like the person who may be more like jealous, who may not be in the best place in life, that type of thing. So overall, it just feels like kind of like a tug of war, because one person is very like on their stuff, making stuff happen, trying to share this with another, but like kind of being met with a brick wall because the other maybe is not doing as well, and is kind of feeling a type of way, and it's trying to hide that, but it kind of does come out a bit. I think they do kind of a good job of hiding it and trying to, I guess, be happy for this person, but those underlying feelings are still there. So sending love to whoever that person is. I hope that they can feel happy for this person eventually, the one who's experiencing this. that's all I got for pile 2. Thank you for watching to the very end. Really appreciate you, and I'll see y'all in the next reading. Bye. Hey, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. So for this one, we're going to be getting into what is going on in this friendship. So let's just go ahead and see. So Spirit, what is going on in this friendship that pile 3 is inquiring about? Okay. What is going on in this friendship that pile 3 is inquiring about? So first thing we have is King of Swords, and this is clarified by the 9 of Swords. And this is giving me the King of Swords reversed. And the King of Swords reversed is somebody who is, I would say, like power hungry. They could be like manipulative or things of that nature. It's just giving me underhanded things going on. And if you add these up, this gives the 10 of swords, excuse me. So this could have been like a betrayal or a breakdown or something like that that happened within the friendship. Also, I'm going to skip over. So like 2 kings, that is equal to, well, that means like seeking counsel about something. And then we have, if you add these up, the 9 of Swords and the Ace of Swords, that's a 10 of Swords again. So it's like needing to seek counsel because of this, I don't know, I'm hearing backstabbing. Like there could have been like a situation where one in the pair has been very deceptive, has been, I don't know, kind of, I'm hearing like sneaking around somebody's back, doing something, or the person thinks that they're doing something. But with these 2 tens, 10 of Swords, I'm getting like this is like very much a thing. But if we take, say, this, you know, 10 of Swords and then this 10, that equals change. So it's like, it just feels like something is changing within this friendship because of these 10 of Swords actions that have gone on. It just feels like could be like a prolonged thing where it's like, okay, this is building, and then like finally have like this breakdown type of thing, where the King of Swords character is like showing their true colors or something like that. But then we have the Empress and the Death card. So the Empress is about abundance and all of that comes with that. Abundance, creativity, lush experiences, just being in touch with the universe, that type of thing. And to get that with the Death card, it's like it feels like an end to that. You know, the Death card will, you know, reverse the Empress, and that is giving just somebody who does not feel in touch with the universe, somebody who is not in, maybe not in touch with their femininity, who, I don't know, this gives me like acting in catty ways, acting in ways that aren't, I'm hearing demure. So it's not necessarily that the person has to be feminine or anything, or trying to be feminine, but like demure could be, demure is like a more of a vibe, I guess you could say. And they're just not being that with this. Like that's what the cattiness and all of that is giving me, not very demure, you know. And it's just like also this going into like the 9 of Swords going into the Death card, it's like you're thinking yourself into a rut. You're thinking yourself into this new beginning type of thing. I just feel like, how do I say it? It's like situation, maybe like there's a person in the pair who doesn't necessarily want to speak up and say things to the other person because they have this fear that maybe it won't go right. Maybe it will result in like the death of the friendship. Maybe like they won't be heard, that type of thing. So it just feels like there's a big transformation needed, you know. And it's like within this seek counsel, like these two, it's like the death card is in between. So it's like a transformation that needs to happen. If you are to, I guess, save this relationship, I guess you can say. I don't know. Given that, like, I got two ten of swords in two different ways, I don't know if this is something that necessarily needs to be saved. I mean, I don't know. It's not giving that. But like this justice card with the 10 of cups is giving me that they, for some of y'all, there eventually will be like justice in this situation. Maybe you're the one that has been wronged by this person, has been betrayed by this person, and it just feels like to go from justice where it's like, okay, well, we're gonna weigh this out, and either way it goes, either way the cards go, that's the way to go. It's a very like neutral energy. To go from that to this, it's very positive. So it's like, maybe there is an outcome here where one in the pair, the one I guess who has been done wrong, will feel emotionally fulfilled by this justice that is dealt out. I don't know if this is, I'm just hearing, oh, this person like gets what they deserve. I don't know if it's like something like that, like where it's, I hate to say it, but it's like maybe, I don't know, something happens where it's like, oh, okay, well, I think I'm talking from this energy, not me. Well, this person, well, because that they've wronged me in the way that they have, maybe they deserve whatever is coming to them, type of thing, if that makes sense. It just seems very separate, if I'm being honest. Not a lot of necessarily emotion coming together, all that type of stuff. It just seems like very much like a rift right now. And maybe for a lot of y'all aren't talking to this friend, or you're like estranged from this friend, or maybe like y'all just taking a little break or something like that. That's what that feels like. I didn't do this one, but the Ace of Swords, that talks about clarity, truth, whatever. And that being next to justice, I really feel like there will be some clarity and truth within this situation. Maybe this is due to the counsel that you get. Maybe this is like you talking to a friend, or maybe you talking to your therapist or something like that about the situation and gaining more clarity from an outside perspective. Because sometimes when you think yourself into a rut about something big that happened, it can kind of be like, damn, like I don't know what's up, what's down anymore. So getting that outside opinion can help to clarify what's going on. And it's like this combination in itself is pretty positive. So it's like maybe this King of Pentacles figure will be the one helping you to figure out the truth. The King of Pentacles, it doesn't have to be a man. It could be just somebody wealthy. It could be somebody who has a lot of material resources. This could be somebody also who, I don't know, I'm just hearing like materially rich when it comes to knowledge. That would usually be the King of Swords. But like, I don't know, I'm just kind of picking up on that with this as well. Especially since the King of Swords, you got this card clarifying it. He's not necessarily the good King of Swords at that point. So I think it's more so this person probably helping you to get over this hurdle, whatever this is. Then we have wait for it, be patient with life. I think like this is a situation where you're gonna have to be patient and kind of like work through this. It kind of feels like maybe right now the person, this King of Swords reversed, one of the people in the pair, whatever, is kind of closed off emotionally right now. And I don't know, it's like they really not trying to hear nothing. And I could see that with the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords. That creates the the Two of Swords with the cross, where the person is crossed. Hold on, let me find that. The swords, excuse me, are crossed. Said that all types of wrong. And it's like also the king is hearing a truth that he probably doesn't want to hear, you know, because this is connected to, you know, seeking counsel. Okay. But then this Ace of Swords, and then adding these, it's like, it's probably a truth that, again, that you don't want to hear. You see, like, they're closed off, you know, and then, like, that makes sense because, like, crossing these in the middle would be this, in the middle is death, you know, like a death is hard to accept sometimes, you know. A transformation is hard to accept, you know, especially when it's like the Empress is underneath. Like, things used to be very good, it would seem to me. Things used to be abundant. Things used to be, you know, very connected. But then it's like this transformation is coming along and changing things. Desire. I feel like there's a desire to make things better, at least on one side, for sure. I think this desire connects to the Empress because she is ruled by Venus. So it's like the love, for me, it feels like it's still there, but it's being transformed, that love, into maybe something different because of what has happened. And then this is also emotional fulfillment, love. Love is there, but like maybe it's like, again, transforming because of this justice that is dealt out. Destroyer. The light attribute is releasing what is potentially destructive, preparing for new life. Shadow is intoxication with destructive power, destroying others' dreams or potential. I think for some of you, maybe this relationship, it could be over, to be honest with you. And maybe the justice is that, like, I don't know, it's like you're going off and being happy without this person, and maybe you have like other people to share this this abundance, this happiness, and all of that with. But for some of you, well, others of you, I guess, it just feels like there is a release of what is destructive and causing this Ten of Swords energy within this relationship, and that needs to be destroyed. Like, there's a desire to destroy this, you know. There's like a need for patience when it comes to this being acted out, I guess you can say, because it's not like just like a one and done. It's like you need to integrate and, you know, maybe practice new ways of being with this person and that type of thing, if both parties are willing and all of that stuff. And then we have the coin. This says a sign of wealth and prosperity. You deserve a life in which you thrive. So to allow prosperity into your life, you're going to have to break from the limiting belief that your fate is to live in scarcity. Prosperity is not the only state of mind, but it starts there. You cannot get something unless you think you deserve it or can achieve it. So start by making peace with prosperity, and things will start aligning for you. With this message in mind, receive the golden coin today as a sign that the universe wants you to thrive and have a prosperous life. 10 of Cups. Pay attention to this sign in your daily life, and if you encounter a little coin, pick it up and be grateful for it regardless of its value. Picking it up means you accept the guidance being offered by the universe. So thriving and having a prosperous life is definitely the 10 of Cups energy. So it's like, and also it's kind of giving like King of Pentacles energy too. So it's like, are you going to choose to fix this? Essentially, for some of you, are you going to choose to fix this and be prosperous within this? Because it feels like there can be a transformation into that. Maybe there, you know, the Death card, justice, like a transformation into this, kind of getting back to this. I feel like for a lot of you, it could be that with some work. But then again, like I said, some of you, it's like this relationship might be over, and it might be you finally deciding to move on from this relationship. Especially like with the destroyer, and maybe the justice that we're talking about. Maybe this thing that happens is you making a decision, making a decision, finding clarity because you talk to somebody and choosing to be abundant, in a different way without them possibly, so it just feels like a very heavy energy. I'm not gonna lie. And I hope, and I don't know, and it also feels like there's a pretty big care there also, despite all these heavy cards. And at least in the past, I don't know, like maybe currently it's kind of muddy because of what has happened, but there's definitely a love there. And I don't know, I just hope that whichever way that you choose to go with this, that you can find a resolution that works for you, and that you choose to know that you deserve prosperity in your life, So pile 3, this is all I got for you. If you watched to the very end, I really appreciate you. And if you haven't already, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye. Hey, pile 4, and welcome to your reading. So we are going to be looking at what is going on in this friendship that you are inquiring about. So let's go ahead and see. So Spirit, what is going on in this friendship that pile 4 is inquiring about? What's going on? What is going on in this friendship? So we have the Ace of Wands with the Magician. And I love getting the Magician as one of the first cards because the Magician, because he has all of the tools of the trade, Pentacles, the Cups, the Wands, and the Swords, he can lend a hand to all of those cards in the spread. So, because he's that powerful. But with the Ace of Wands, it can be upped to the Two of Wands. So it's like, so the Two of Wands for me is sometimes a card where you're looking at something. So like, I don't know why I just heard people watching. Maybe y'all are people watching together. I don't know. Maybe that's something y'all do, going out, doing that, having a good time, laughing, whatever. But also it just gives me like lots of passion, because the Magician, you would think that he uses, a magic wand. I'm not sure what this is in his hand. I guess maybe this is like something like that, like another form of like a wand. So yeah, it just gives me a lot of passion, a lot of energy, lots of motion. It's just giving me like doing activities together, if I'm being honest. Like I said, people watching, this could be sports as well, all those types of things. Definitely think that y'all are doing something together that y'all both like or find passion in. And then we have this King of Cups and Five of Cups combination. And together, these make the Six of Cups. So, and that talks about the past, your inner child, that type of thing. Maybe y'all have, like another pile, y'all have known each other since you were children, have known each other a long time. Or maybe this relationship feels like y'all have known each other since you were children, like just one of those relationships where, I don't know, it just feels like you've known each other longer than you actually have. But the King of Cups is, this is the caring king who's going to consider people's feelings and all that type of stuff. For whatever reason, this is kind of giving me both of y'all, like, y'all being in tune with each other's feelings. But like with this Five of Cups, it's like maybe there's a period right now where it's like y'all aren't necessarily completely on the same page, Maybe there's something going on in one of or the other's life, or maybe this is a group of friends. This group kind of is feeling like maybe more of a group, but yeah, like something of that sort. But it's also like something that you're not noticing. With this, you get the Six of Cups. With this, you also get the Six of Cups. So definitely a big emphasis on the past, on, on your, I don't know, just a big emphasis on children. I really feel like a lot of y'all have known these people since you were children, or like, again, feeling like you've known each other since you were children. Or maybe y'all have kids and your kids play together or something like that. Just a connection with children, something like that. But also the Magician can lend to the King of Cups, and that would be the Two of Cups now. So it's like I was saying, it just feels like the King of Cups was giving me both of y'all, and maybe something being out of whack with, maybe something's out of the whack with the kids, maybe something is out of whack with, again, like I said, like y'all being on two different emotional pages, but something that you're not seeing, it could be something that you're not seeing about the past, something like that. So again, we have the Magician and then the King of Cups, and that gives us the Two of Cups. And then we have this 2 here, 2 twos, that's a chord. So being in accord with somebody, which has to do with the Ace of Wands, the 5 of Cups, and the 9 of Pentacles. So it just feels like this is a hurdle to get over, if I'm being honest. Like I said, with this is passion. This could be like a kind of like an emotional rift where somebody's not seeing something coming up about the past. This could be something about kids, something of that sort. Maybe something that it could be something that cuts a little deep, that is like a past wound, something like that. I'm trying to give you all like options. But it just feels like with this 9 of Pentacles being in the mix, also like with the accord that I was talking about, it just feels like y'all will get back to this, like doing things together, and you like doing things possibly with money, that type of thing. If you add these up, 9 of Pentacles and 2 of Pentacles, you also get another 2 of Pentacles. So it just seems like a big emphasis on getting back to, juggling things, daily life, all that type of stuff after this whatever this is, this period. But then we have the Devil in the mix. So this is giving me the reversal of the Queen of Swords, and the reversal, she could be kind of a, a B. Especially with the Devil clarifying her. This is just giving me like she's saying harsh things, not necessarily being this King of Cups character. Maybe this is some type of, I don't know, I'm just hearing addiction or something of that sort, that maybe that's what this is, maybe it could be drinking. So Google says, "For Whom the Bell Tolls" is the title of a novel by Ernest Hemingway, and is also a phrase popularized by the novel derived from 17th century English poem, a 17th century English poem by John Donne. So the famous line from, I guess, this said poem is, "Ask not for whom the bell tolls, it tolls for thee," and emphasizes the universal nature of death and the shared human experience of mortality. So maybe that's what this is talking about. This could be a literal death. Maybe this is an ego death, something of the sort. Definitely giving like ego death for some of y'all, because the King of Cups reversed, it would be, I feel like, somebody who would be like very more egomaniac than normal. Not saying that the King of Cups is, but like he could get into his emotions a lot. And it's like when you're having an ego death, that can create like somebody who is uncontrollable, like with their emotions in like a big way, as the kings represent. So But also, like I was saying, like I heard for whom the bell tolls, and that's why I looked that up. And the bell is cracked, so it could end with like, you know, this these wings and the rainbow bridge, which could represent somebody passing away. And then we have the angel here. That could be what the thing is about. Like somebody, it could be somebody being sick, it could be somebody being like literally who passed away, something of that sort. And it's like maybe this, it's like it's like a back and forth. It feels like I said, it was like you go to this, try to live everyday life, go back to normal, whatever, do things together. But it's like this devil comes out because maybe it's because of grief. Like I said, maybe this could be an addiction, something like of that sort in the mix. I want to go ahead and see what the guidebook says about the bell. Get some more information. It says, the bell is a sign of awakening, and you are living the miracle. The sign of the bell softly says it is time to wake up. The bell ringing is a call from your spirit. You are transitioning from living in a dreamlike state to a state of awareness. You no longer want to be a passive player in your life, and you are ready to take action. This means a moment of uncertainty is coming to an end, and a big announcement could be happening soon. Maybe it is news you've been waiting to hear for a long time, the achievement of a goal or a return of a loved one. Have faith that your time is coming and permit yourself to trust the goodness that is showing up for you. Pay attention to this sign in your daily life and your dreams. The angels love this instrument to subtly show their presence. So this is about like awakening, and it just feels like with this devil and the Queen of Swords. So like the Queen of Swords is also about, you know, higher consciousness and awakening to that higher consciousness. But it's like you're not doing that. Once somebody is not doing that because of the devil, it's like they can't break free from that. You know, like I said, she's like the gateway to higher consciousness. But if the gate is closed, how is she supposed to get there? And that's why she's acting like that. So it's like not answering the call, because it could be because of the grief that somebody feels, you know, because of the rapid changes that are coming, you know. And it just feels like with this empathy card that there needs to be empathy had for this person going through a time. It just really feels like this, it just feels like this is a good relationship that is going through its hurdles. It's going through a period because of external circumstances for a lot of you. And that empathy needs to be had for the person going through these tough circumstances that are causing changes within the relationship. And let's see, angel, helping those in need with no expectation of return. In the shadow, acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with angelic guidance. It just feels like maybe somebody in the pair needs more support than they normally would, and it's like it's up to whoever is not going through this to help the person and be like an angel within their life, you know. And like I was saying with this King of Cups, it just feels like it felt to me like this is both of y'all, but these circumstances are coming in and kind of like throwing things off a course, and therefore like a earth angel is needed in order to help heal this situation, if that makes sense. And like I said, like there's a lot of rapid changes going on. And then let's see, the Two of Pentacles speaks to like trying to juggle these things, and it seems like the person, whoever is going through the time, like a time, is trying to juggle them, and it's juggling them well, you know, because of this on top of it. But there's just still it just feels like it's just going through the motions and going up, down, up, down, up, down, that type of thing, you know, and somebody having to have empathy for somebody going through that time, you know. And sometimes that's just how it goes within relationships. Somebody's up, somebody's down, and it's like you need to, well, you don't have to, but like You know, it would be nice as a friend, you know, to pick them up when they're down, or help to pick them up when they're down. Yeah. I didn't even get to this. The Magician, and then the Nine of Pentacles, that creates the Ten of Pentacles. And that is about, you know, family, wealth, resources. Maybe this is about biological family issues and having to take care of things that have to do with money. Like I'm thinking about, I don't know, contracts, wills, things of that nature, all that type of stuff. But, and then having to, work with others on that, because the Magician also lends to the Two of Pentacles, and that's the Three of Pentacles, which is teamwork. So teamwork, and then contracts, family, all of that, working through something with the family. Again, this doesn't have to be a death or something that serious for all of you, but it could be an illness, could be something like that, something bigger than normal everyday stuff that a person is going through, that is causing this, you know. So pile 4, this is what I've got for you. I hope this was helpful in clarifying like what's going on with this situation. But I just really do think that whoever is going through this time, this is just like a up down, you know, like sometimes they're up, sometimes they're down, and downtime, that's what's going on right now. And that they really could use an angel, which could be you, the person watching this, to really help them through this time, if that's something that you feel called to do, you know. So this is all I got, and thank you again for watching. If you watched to the very end, I really appreciate you. I think I said that already, but I'm gonna say it again. Bye.